Welcome back to another beautiful episode of the podcast. Today, we have the usual. We're talking about NFL, we're talking about NHL, and we're talking about NBA. The boys and I get into a nice one. We get into I join halfway. So if you want to see a little surprise, you got to wait all the way to the middle. But we cover all the major sports. And if you want to keep watching and if you want to keep supporting, follow us on all socials at Three Amigos Podcast. And we're going to be posting. We're going to be hanging out. Come interact, come hang out. And let's get into this, boys. Take it away.
Born ready. Let's get this bitch.
Alrighty then. Well, welcome back to another episode of the Three Amibros podcast, where so far I think we're gonna get through most of this episode with little to no Alexisms. We'll see. He he
Oh,
he
he'll
does
make
have a
up for it.
chance of making an appearance, in which case I predict like 10 seconds in we'll get one. But for right now, I think we're gonna have some smooth sailing. Justin, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Yeah, with the way he's texting, you're 100%. I give it 10 seconds. He's gonna say something stupid.
If I didn't know any better, the way he's texting, I would think he accidentally selected a foreign language keyboard on his phone.
100%. Or is just sloppy drunk.
One or the other, or both.
Or both.
Well, we got a lot to get into, so let's start with we always joke about what our favorite sport is, but obviously at our heart of hearts, it's the NFL, it's football, and there are some rule changes made this week, Justin. One of which I'm not a big fan of, and that is the fair catch rule, which is now going to put on kickoffs, not punts, but on kickoffs, a fair catch is going to result in the ball automatically going to the 25-yard line.
That's
How do you
not
feel
bad.
about that? You don't like, you're fine with
No,
that?
I earlier I thought it was on punts too. So I was like, oh, that's kind of fucking dumb. Like you can get someone down in the middle and they're just gonna go fair catch it. But then when you said it like that, oh no, yeah, that's fine. Fuck it. Just the 25. Oh, dude, that's letting it go out of bounds. They kick it out of bounds half the fucking time, anyways.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, most of them they end up in the end zone for touchbacks regardless, but I like that the excitement of kicking off, and sometimes it becomes a strategy later in the game where you don't want them to be able to just do a touchback because you're trying to drain the clock. Well, now there's really no incentive for them to try and get as many yards as possible because they settling for 25, being at the 25 is that's pretty good starting position.
It's called a really good squib kick and hope and pray that
True.
he can get it past the 25 to
That
drain
is
some
true.
time.
The squib is still in play. I just think it takes some
It's
strategy out
different.
of the game.
It does a little bit.
Yeah.
It definitely does.
Another rule, which I am more in favor of, and if you're a 49ers fan, you definitely are, and that is the emergency QB rule, which will allow a team to have a extra QB on the roster that does not count against their 53-man roster, but they can only activate them in case of emergency. So your first string going down, and then they become your backup until your
That's crazy.
backup goes down. You're good
Good
with
for
that?
them, finally. Yeah, I mean, I think it's important. I think we kind of talked about this, other points within it that they should allow like one not, man, I don't know if it was salaried or like counting against salary cap or something silly for the same thing. And it's essentially exactly what it is. Because, like, I mean, like, dude, if you're the 49ers, yeah, if you at least had somebody else, God bless, you could have maybe done something better than that. But
Right.
to get into the position that you're in, that kind of sucks.
Ironically enough, the 49ers were not the ones to suggest this rule. It was the Lions.
Oh, yeah. Well, they got to be careful. They got to protect any cost they have about winning.
That's true. I know.
Just in case both Jared Goff and whoever the hell our backup quarter is going down, we got to do somewhat
Hendon
good. They
Hooker is going to be our backup.
Okay, okay, okay.
Don't
Calm down.
disrespect the
Calm down.
future.
Oh my Jesus. Just because I forgot I'm not a
I'm
Lions
already on
fan.
the hype train. You
Oh, I
should
know
be.
you are. Watch him turn into a Kenny Pickett. If Alex likes him, he's going to be Kenny Pickett. So that's my only dilemma.
That is true. Alex does like him,
Alex loves him.
but he doesn't wear gloves, so he's not
Okay,
going to be
okay,
Kenny
good.
Pickett. And I think the third and final major rule change is just the fact that Thursday night games can now be flexible, uh, weeks in advance, barring some shit-tastic game involving backup versus backup.
Yeah, for sure. I think we kind of already talked about this at one point, but the same thing. It's like, oh, what's the time period that you have to give in order to do it? Because like players are about to be pissed. Can you imagine
Oh
they doing
yeah.
it? Oh, hey, it's Sunday, by the way. Your quarterback got hurt. You're playing Thursday now.
Yeah, I don't think it can be that quick, luckily. Otherwise, players would the NFLPA would go ballistic. But
Oh,
I think you need at least a few weeks notice. So it's like something well foreseen of being a bad game.
yeah. Why'd you say it was? Why do they do that?
Oh, I heard that it was because of Amazon. Jeff Bezos now basically owns Thursday Night Football, and he doesn't want any duds on his night. So
Quote unquote, no duds.
no duds, please.
No duds in this bitch, please, God.
So, and according to Ian Rappaport, um, who is at the meeting that this all happened at, um, basically it was described as Sunday night. You have to have a certain qualification to be able to flex Sunday night. Monday night's even harder to flex, and then Thursday night is going to be even harder than that to flex. So it'll be pretty rare that this actually takes effect.
Let's just go ahead. We're gonna put this rule in, but let's just make it impossible.
Yeah, we'll make it like never ever.
Yeah. Good luck trying, bitch. You can have your rule, but it won't work.
Well, the other exciting news, since we have missed last week, actually, welcome back, everybody,
Welcome back.
is the NFL schedule release. And I have to say, I think the Chargers had one of the funniest ways of releasing their schedule. I don't know if you happen to see this, Justin, but they released their schedule by showing
Anime, wasn't it?
no, well, I think they did that last year.
Yeah,
Did they do that this year? That may have been their video this year, but on their
okay.
Twitter, they released pictures of the opposing quarterback and a custom Pop-Tart flavor of all their opponents. Some of them are kind of dumb, like the Cowboys, they have Dak and it's just denim is the flavor. And then for the Lions, it's motor oil. But some of them they were throwing shots. Like specifically Russell Wilson got corny Pop-Tarts. And there was a few others that were really funny. I just love the Chargers social media. They always are pretty savage.
Really?
Yeah, they're a good follow. But I was just wondering, what do you think of the Cowboys schedule this year? Are you pretty confident? You think you're going to do better than last year, worse than last year, or about the same?
Probably about the same.
Yeah.
I mean, truthfully, looking at this bad boy. We were looking at it last week, and there's another podcast that he's one guy's a Cowboys fan. I mean, he's pretty realistic in it. I mean, these games are a lot of winnable. I mean, if we were supposed to be who we're supposed to be, there a lot of them are winnable. I mean, you're gonna have some tough components, but like, I mean, that's everybody. So you got to play the tough people in order to get to the tough places, baby, and that's a Super Bowl. So bring on the heat. I'll take all the motherfuckers on. Let's go. I can't wait, man. Second week is the Jets. Me and Cypress trying to get out to a game this year,
Yeah, that'll
so we
be
got some
huge.
tickets. I think we're trying to go to either the Patriots game because here's the thing. We want to go to the game where they win. I don't want to go to a game where they might lose. Right? Yeah, because can you imagine? First off, I'll be pissed. But my other half doesn't like it. She's just gets just as angry, if not a little more than me, I think.
Oh, really?
She's not passionate Cowboys fan, right, baby? She shook her head.
So you'd be going to the Dallas Stadium, right?
Yeah, 100. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm going down there. That's exactly where I want to be. I want to be at a game in Jerry's World, babe. I've never been there. I've been there to like tour, but I haven't been in to see a game. So that's like a
Yeah, it
dream.
looks amazing.
Oh,
I would actually like to go to a game there just because of
like
how crazy
Disneyland,
it
bro.
is.
It's so big. It doesn't,
Um,
it's so big. It's like an event, not a
well,
stadium.
so you mentioned wanting and that's why I asked, because you mentioned wanting to see the Patriots, and the Patriots ticket prices are like still insane. In fact, week one, because they're honoring Tom Brady and he's gonna be there, it's like the most expensive ticket all year for any game.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because right now, I mean, the Cowboys tickets, sometimes some of them like are standing room. You can get them for $40.
Oh, that's not bad.
I'm not standing. I'm
No,
gonna sit
I
back.
know you. You're gonna get
Yeah,
a
you
prime
know me.
seat. You're gonna see your boy Dak. You're gonna get
I mean,
kicked out for trying to rush the field and kiss him.
no. I don't kiss any of them. No, I mean upper reserve tickets are $127.
Honestly, for the NFL, that's actually a pretty good ticket price.
Really?
Yeah. Some like you said that's upper.
Yeah.
I mean
So
that's kind of shitty, but like your average NFL ticket price is like well over $200.
so I can get one at it's I don't even know what this is. 343.
That's the cost, or that's the
It's like mid, almost in the middle, like corner field goal. Like, you know what I'm saying?
and it's 350.
Yeah, basically.
Damn.
Yeah, so we're gonna be setting up.
Nothing wrong with that. He put a big ass screen in there, so you won't miss
Oh, I'll see
anything.
everything. It's just being there, I think, at the end of the day.
Yeah, the environment.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I think these games are winnable. I can't wait to do a little like walkthrough and see and guess because I know your ridiculous ass is gonna have some random thing for the Lions, but I mean I think I'd be pretty realistic. I think some people will call me unrealistic in certain games. Like I think we could beat the Jets, I think we could beat the 49ers easy. We got to at least win one out of the two games against the Eagles easy.
Oh, well, okay. So speaking of that, lucky for you, the Eagles do have statistically the hardest schedule for this year. So you got to like your chances in that division, especially that's a division that nobody wins back to back. So the odds of them doing it again is pretty low statistically, I'd
Yeah.
imagine. I mean, on paper they should. They're a great fucking team, but it just doesn't happen in that division anymore. It seems to be
No.
someone different every year.
Yeah, and I mean, hopefully the Commanders get better. Hopefully the Giants got better. You know what I just realized? The Commanders didn't draft a quarterback.
No, they did not.
Interesting. Okay. Anyways, now I'm thinking about my division. Like who's the man? Who's gonna be the guy? But I guess we'll find out and see. There's some they're
Well,
not trading for Lamar anymore.
right. Yeah, that's out of the picture. Well, you mentioned that we need to go through. You want to go through and make your picks and everything. And so obviously when the schedule was released, I did that myself with the Lions. And you guys gave me such a hard time because I was drinking the Kool-Aid last year. I predicted a 12-5 record for them this year. And so then I'm going through it this year and I'm, get to the end. I'm like, oh, another 12-5 season in my head.
I'm so dead.
So I was like, all right, we can't do this for a while. I got to sit on this. I got to get a little more realistic. And then we'll come back and do an official schedule release where we pick our record.
Yeah, man, I only want to know because like I'm looking at yours now because I was like, oh, who? But I mean, you have a easy schedule if you
exactly. It is an easy schedule.
Bears, the Packers gonna be trash. Broncos, shit. I think the Vikings have a setback this year.
Yeah, I think the Vikings lost too much on defense.
The Buccaneers, the Panthers. If you don't go 12-5, I think it's a disappointment on your season.
Oh, absolutely.
Where do you rank on like cushiest of cushy schedules? Are you at the bottom?
I don't know. We should look that up. McJam, if you could see the strength of schedule for the Lions. I didn't see that, but it's got to be fairly easy, I'd say. The hardest game is week 1 against the Chiefs in Arrowhead. That's pretty much a guaranteed loss, but that's our week 1. It's we kick off the NFL season with Thursday night against the Chiefs, banner raising night. Like it's going to be a tough ass game.
Yeah,
I just want the Lions to show the league that they're here to be competitive. I'm not expecting a win that week, but we can't get blown out. I don't even want to lose by 2 possessions. It's got to be a 1 possession game to be a success.
If you guys get fucked,
yeah, it's like I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be pissed.
I know it's gonna ruin your season. That game will determine Chris's mood.
Oh, for
So
sure.
according to sharpfootballanalysis.com, the Lions have the 11th hardest schedule.
Really?
Why? Because they play the Vikings, the worst team in the NFC.
Yeah, that is
Literally, the worst, best
interesting.
team. The
Who
only
has
good
the
team to
easiest?
play.
New Orleans Saints have the easiest.
Hmm.
Oh, good. They need it.
That division is trash.
So is okay. If the bottom four all from the NFC South, that'd be the Saints, the Panthers, the Buccaneers, and the Falcons.
Well, they should all have one or two games that are like I think one game that's
It's
different
just
from
They're close
everybody.
though.
It's pretty. They're pretty close to the bottom.
like I think the only team that kind of got out of that would be the Bucks.
Yeah.
Right? You said that.
Well, Justin, second to last week. Oh, did I lose you? Oh, I lost myself, didn't I?
And you're looking at this, and I'm like, God, this looks easy. I wish I had this.
Well, Justin, I'm just ready for week. That'll be 18.
So we can fuck you up right before the playoffs.
Oh no, we're gonna fuck you up right before the playoffs.
Okay.
Where is
okay.
this? Is this in Dallas? Yep, it's
Hey,
in
how'd that go
Dallas.
last time
Yo,
for you?
that's the game you should go to.
How was that for you last time?
Hey, I'm ready. I'm ready. New year.
You're sure?
Yep.
Oh, you want to cry again? You said. Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
do we really need to show the slideshow of all the Cowboys fans at the stadium crying when they lost to the 49ers last year?
Wouldn't you cry? You
No.
got to have open expectations.
Well,
I would
maybe depending on those ticket prices, maybe if maybe I would cry if I spent thousands to go see them.
if you're there and the emotion of the thing, you got to feel a little bit of it, man. The energy's there. If you're like a diehard, imagine being a Lions fan, right? And just, dude, you
Yeah,
made it this far, and
yeah. That's yeah.
lost, bro.
Yeah.
You all of it. You can't tell me that wouldn't be like, fuck. I get mad here. I'd cry in front of everybody.
I
Dude, bro.
agree with you. I think I would do my absolute best to hold my emotion in until I get back to my car because I'm not
Then he just weeps like
yeah, then I just cry profusely. But in stadium, in front of a bunch of people, in front of a bunch of cameras, possibly. No, I'm probably gonna just stonewall my face until I get.
it's a problem
Get
with
out
you
of there.
men, like masculinity you hide behind. Vulnerabilities
It's
where
not
it's
that
at,
I'm
man.
afraid to cry over the Lions in front of people. It's just
He just doesn't do it in his own privacy. He doesn't want anyone to.
the special moment.
Yeah, there are moments between you and those emotions.
And I hope I
Not
don't
the-
have to feel that this year. Because honestly, just making
I-
it to the playoffs and getting that first win in the playoffs since '93, that alone
Big Jam, who
will
are
make
you
me
a
so
fan of?
happy.
Are you a Cardinals fan?
I'm a Cardinals fan by association. Yeah.
By association. Well,
So you have no true love. You're really up for grabs.
Yeah, not really. I don't like the Cowboys or the Steelers, but
oh, perfect. So what you're saying is I got a little bit of a sales shot at getting you to be a Lions fan. See, another reason why they gotta put on a stellar performance this year is there's fans out there at stake that aren't obligated to like them.
Yeah, I would say you probably are more optimistic to get fans who are kind of like, oh, I'm just getting into NFL or I'm just getting into football. Oh, the Lions seem cool. They like the colors. Honolulu blue.
And the way they play the game is kind of fun with like their aggressiveness. Now it's not always fun when it doesn't go well, but their play calling this past year was pretty exciting.
Where do the Cardinals rank in hardest schedule? This shit looks rough.
Well, they're fucked without Kyler anyway.
D-Hop wants out so bad.
That's such a weird situation. He wants
Did you hear
out.
what he posted?
Yeah. But this is after he already basically said, no, I'm staying with the Cardinals. So it went from wants to be traded, acted like he could go to all these different places. Then no, I never said that. Expected to stay with Arizona, and then now he's putting out shit again.
So crazy, right? It's just saying like just the stuff he says. Oh, I want a quarterback that does this and does that. Sounds like you don't like your one you have.
Yeah, I didn't listen to the full interview, so I don't know the context. Was he taking a shot at Kyler, or was he taking a shot at whoever is going to have to play for Kyler until he can get back in the game?
I think he may be just frustrated because never in his career he had a quarterback. Can you imagine if that man
True.
actually had a good quarterback?
Well, he had Deshaun for like 1 year, maybe 2 years
2 years.
before Bill O'Brien shipped him out to the Cardinals.
Yeah.
But he had a rookie and second year experience, Deshaun, as opposed to what he was like, let's say his last year before the whole time off and scandal and everything. That last season he had with Houston, even though Houston was he really carried that team.
Yeah, 100%. So can you imagine if they actually had put someone good in his like long term? Like if you would have had like that's just I would even just put him at like a Dak. Like Dak's not even like the best of the best. Like if you said Aaron Rodgers, paint like Tom Brady, things like that, it'd be different. But just even like a Dak, it'd be crazy.
Just an upgrade in general.
Yeah. And I see people talking shit about Justin Fields. I don't know if you saw that too.
Who was talking shit about Justin
Everybody's
Fields?
asking about what Justin Fields is about to do this year. Like, who's he going to be? I feel
Why?
like that's everywhere because, like, I think everybody hates. They think he can't pass. They think he can't throw the ball.
Give him some time. Like,
Yeah, because like every news like reporter talks about that part. It specifically is like, oh, they only did this because he was a runner, or they only looked good because he was a runner.
well, as someone who has all the reason to hate on Justin Fields, as far as being from Ohio State and being in the division on the Bears, like, I think he's gonna be good. Like, he may not be the best thrower out there, but he'll be good enough to where his legs and his arm will help them win games for sure.
I think the Bears just were so trash.
Yeah, he carried the Bears last year. I'm not worried about him. It's other quarterbacks, in my opinion, that they got to prove it. Like these rookies, CJ Stroud and Bryce Young. Did you see the video of Bryce Young at camp?
Oh yeah, I told you. I sent it to you. He looked like a midget.
Oh yeah, you did send it to me. Yeah, he looked like a child out there.
I told you.
Those linemen looked fucking huge. And then it was like, oh, whose high school son is out there like doing reps for them?
Yep.
But
their new starting quarterback.
He was so good at Alabama, and it's not like the linemen in Alabama are tiny. Like he made it work there, so I'm
These
still
were
holding
men.
out hope.
Those were boys.
Yeah, but those are big boys who are pretty much guaranteed to go to the
Not big,
NFL.
big boys, big men. There's two different things, buddy.
Yeah,
And there's big men coming at you all the time. There's not all the time big men coming at you.
true. And that's actually what I'm more worried about. Not so much him being able to see over the offensive line or whatnot, but the guys coming at him.
He's
different.
little, bro. He's so tiny. Like
that'll be interesting.
It will be interesting. It will be interesting. I saw Tom Brady took them all to lunch.
Yeah, that was cool.
What was that about? Yeah.
He sat down with basically the top court. Yeah, was it the top 4?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a little more than that.
There were other people involved, but it wasn't. They're
not. Oh, okay. Yeah, I
business.
saw that he sat down and like they got to pick his brain and him give them advice. I thought that was cool.
TV, just for TV.
Like how lucky is that?
All for TV, bro. He made money.
Yeah.
You think he did that out of the kindness of his fucking heart? You know what? I just want to give back to these motherfuckers. I love these kids. No, he did it on TV.
I understand that he did it for why he did it, but also I guarantee there was shit talked about that does not get put out there. Like just everything that they talk about. What I'm saying is how lucky it is for them because they get to be the rookies the first year that Brady is retired. So like not only is he the GOAT with all this great knowledge, but it's like knowledge that still applies to today's game. It's not like talking to an old timer, like a Troy Aikman, who might give you amazing knowledge because he's a Super Bowl winning quarterback, but the game has changed so much since he played that, and then maybe not everything he has to offer applies.
Yeah, 100%.
And so that's pretty lucky for them. We'll see. See what happens.
Which one of the four pans out.
If
3 of them are starting.
That's Stroud, Young, and Richardson.
Mm-hmm.
Is Levis not expected to start?
Yeah, I'd be shocked if he's starting.
Yeah, I guess
you still have Tannehill.
Tannehill's there still, yeah.
Even though they were not happy with him last year.
No, and I sent you guys the list of the high. Did I send you guys the list of the highest paid NFL players this past year?
Is he on there?
He is on there, shockingly high. Let me see if I can. I definitely screenshotted it.
Because that's what doesn't. He's not that good. I mean, I like his thing, but he's not.
Okay, yeah. Here's the highest paid players from the last 3 years. I'll start from bottom to top. We have at 82.9 million Jared Goff. We have at 85.3 million Deshaun Watson. 86.2 Aaron Rodgers. 89 flat Carson Wentz. 89.8 Matthew Stafford. 91 flat Ryan Tannehill. Holy shit. 97.8 Tom Brady. Then, in my opinion, the worst on this list, 101 Kirk Cousins. So overpaid. And by the way, he's 3. He's 3rd on the list. Second on the list, if we're at 126.4, Dak Prescott. And then the number 1 paid player in the last 3 years. Patrick Mahomes' deal is so team friendly. He's making a shit ton, but the way it's spread out and everything, it's very team friendly. No, the number 1 at 129 is Russell Wilson. Also way overpaid, but not nearly as bad as Kirk Cousins and Tannehill. Those 2 guys, I'm very surprised are on here. Well, I'm not surprised by Kirk. I know that he's been getting massive contracts from the Vikings, but it's just like, why?
101 million.
Yep.
Damn, that's crazy. He is actually shockingly high. Well, it just shows Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers both technically haven't made that much, and they're still the Super Bowl winning quarterbacks.
Right. Well, yeah.
Expectations from Dak.
If you get rid of Tom Brady because he's an outlier,
no quarterback on that list has won a Super Bowl except Matthew Stafford.
No, Russell Wilson.
Oh.
Yeah, Stafford, and then Rodgers, who all have 1. There's also Carson Wentz, who technically has 1, but he got hurt that year. He didn't play at all the last few games of the regular season.
He was another big surprise.
So I'm not gonna count that on this, but so yeah, only a few other guys have 1.
That's crazy.
Goes to show you that quarterback is very important, but it maybe isn't that important when it comes to your salary.
100%.
But I'm in the boat of the quarterback salary should not even be counted towards the salary cap.
Well, man, crazy. I can't wait for football to start back up.
Me too.
Yeah, so
it's gonna be a long summer.
Oh no, it'll go by so fast, baby. The sun. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna be sun kissed. I'm gonna be traveling, working, having a good time, and then football will be here sooner than you know it. If you're having that miserable of a summer, you ain't doing the summer right, Chris.
I agree. I miss football so much that
so go out in your pool.
Waiting for the I definitely will. Play some diving board football.
There you go.
I love that.
Put some sunscreen on, please. I don't want you to burn.
Oh, I'll put on 3 cans.
I know.
I like they say you got to reapply every 30 minutes. I'm more like a reapply every 30 seconds
Yeah,
kind of
you have to
user.
be when you're a
In
ginger.
fact, I'm only doing this podcast to get a sunscreen sponsorship at some point.
Oh, I love it.
Alex,
What's
how's
up,
it
boys?
going?
Oh, and your mic's like
Your
shit.
mic's fucked.
What's up, boys? It's all-
What do you mean my mics? Hold on. It's not that bad, is it?
It's loud as fuck.
Maybe
you
just
sound
move
like
it
you
away
sound like
from
one of
you.
those kids on Call of Duty when they're screaming, like literally.
He did.
He
That's
did.
exactly what he sounded like.
And it starts off just like that. Is that considered an Alexism? Because it would have been right. It's hell.
We might count that.
What do you mean? That's what he said.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah,
See, boys, what are you talking about?
not
You.
much. You.
So how's your sunscreen ads going?
I'm trying to get sponsored, okay? I want to be the next Coppertone baby.
Baby.
Yeah.
You want to be the baby?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can do it. He's
In
bald.
fact, I can pull it off too. My dad's been sending me, he's been digitizing all our VHS tapes, home video. And so he sent me a video of me. I was probably 5 in the backyard with a kiddie pool and a sprinkler, and I'm in a 90s Speedo. And
Oh yeah.
oh yeah, I could be the Coppertone ginger.
You need the AI is gonna get a hold of that, and it's gonna go all over the internet.
Oh, I will not be sending it to you.
No, you have to. You set it down. You have to.
I'll find a way for it to self-destruct after it sends and you view
All right.
it.
So where are you boys at in the podcast?
We were just wrapping up football, but actually before we close, I did want to ask you if you've seen the Kenny Pickett Big Ben interview.
So I haven't seen the
I figured you would have like jerked off to it like at least twice by now.
So I haven't fully seen it. I've seen videos of like reactions to it. So I haven't seen the full thing, but I've just seen like reactions to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I've read things about it. I don't really know. So was it a video with Ben and Kenny?
Yes, they were together in like I think Ben's basement.
Yeah. Oh, so is it football?
It's called the No Zone.
I can't with you. I can't with you. So was it really them together though? Is that
Yeah,
like
it was really
okay.
them
Look
together.
at how
and
happy
some
he looks.
guy
Is it
who-
really happening? Did that really?
I
go
told you
on?
he would have jerked off to this
So
already if he saw it.
and then all I heard from it was that Ben said that he was rooting against Kenny in the beginning, right?
Yeah, that's the only
Yeah.
part of it I actually watched was that part of their conversation.
Was it on Footballin' or was it on his podcast or was it just like a
I think just
mini
his
video?
podcast. No, I think it's the podcast. Yeah.
His podcast. I'm not like the most avid listener of his podcast, but I listened to it.
Yeah, it was him, his producer for the podcast, and Kenny Pickett. From what
What's
I saw.
up, Jay?
Bro, that light that's right behind you.
Oh, is it bad?
Oh
it's
yeah, it is pretty washed out.
pretty washed out.
Is it better?
Yeah, I mean it's cool. It gives you a good scenic. It makes you look like you're at a rave. Take some drugs.
Is that better?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's great.
great. Thank you. So sorry.
Nice. Yeah, I got you, bro. I
Thank you for
yell
that.
at Chris. I yell at Chris all the time for it. So
I know,
Thank
I
you.
know.
Thank you.
He's at a cat the entire time today.
I don't know what
He's
that's
been
about.
laying
so-
here literally since the beginning.
Well, good for him. Is that Borat?
Yeah, that's Borat.
Nice. Yes, I haven't fully seen it. I will watch it and get back to you guys. I'll make a little make some content for the tubes.
A review.
A review
Now
of it.
review.
I'll do a review. I'll do a live review of it.
Sounds good.
What?
Do you have any thoughts on the Steelers' schedule now that it was released?
No, because I don't want to get overhyped about how easy it looks.
You think it looks easy?
It looks easier than
Your division's hard as shit. How could your schedule look easy?
minus the 4 games that I'm scared of.
Minus the 4 games.
I'm not scared of the Browns games. Minus the 4 games I'm scared of. It looks relatively easy.
Well, then who else aren't you scared of?
Okay, hold on.
4
Now
games would be Bengals home and away and Ravens home and away. So
I thought we were talking about in division, like games.
Oh no, yeah, you're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
so
Four.
I was like, you're telling me like in division games. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm only scared of 4 of them. Because we
Yeah,
start off with a banger at
that actually looks really
San
easy.
Francisco, which is gonna be hard.
It's gonna be very
Um,
hard.
no, actually it's at home, so that's fine, whatever. But they're really good. And then we go to the Browns, where the Browns come to us. We go to the Raiders. We go to the Texans. The Ravens come to us. We go to the Rams. We go to the Jaguars. Or no, the Jaguars come to us. The Titans come to us. We just have that. We have that AFC North, AFC South like division, so it's not the scariest thing.
Yeah, that's pretty weak.
Yeah, and then we have Green Bay, who knows what they're gonna be. And then we have Cleveland away, Cincinnati away. Then we're at home against the Cardinals, at home against New England, away against the Colts, and then we got the the Bengals, and then the Seahawks, and then we are done and away against Baltimore. So it's not like the scariest schedule. Like when I saw it, I was like, oh, okay, like that's not we're not playing that hard of teams this year.
No, your schedule actually looks really easy.
Well, we were also the the third worst in our division, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
And so it makes sense why we have an easier schedule. And that AFC but sucks is because the whole AFC North is playing the AFC South, and that's fucking atrocious. If we're gonna beat them, there's no telling how bad Baltimore and Cincinnati is gonna beat them.
Oh yeah.
That's the only thing
So
that's the only thing that's scary is like we're definitely gonna have a winning season, but like how much of a winning season are Cincinnati and Baltimore gonna have?
We
And
just
now
talked about who had the easiest schedules,
who was
and
it?
basically every team in the NFC South. Well, it wasn't it, except who was added in there? The Colts. And I think right after the Colt, like I would assume the AFC South is pretty weak too.
So they have the easiest schedule.
Yeah,
the Saints had the
easiest.
very easiest,
Mm.
and the Eagles have the hardest.
Well, and that makes sense. Well, I mean, why don't the Chiefs have the hardest schedule?
I don't know. Well, it's they're still like obligated like divisionally to like play. There's like
Yeah,
a certain pattern to like how you play these other divisions and
You
whatnot.
gotta
play the
So it just
Cowboys
kind of is what it
twice.
is. Like
yeah,
the
and
Chiefs have the hardest schedule of their division, but
okay,
like all
but
in
also
all,
yeah, when you have the Commanders, the Giants, and the Cowboys in your division, and they were all almost playoff teams last year, all
right.
of
Yeah,
them,
that's a
it's going to
tough
be a
ass
hard
division.
schedule. Yeah.
Where the Chiefs are gonna like, I don't think I'm not expecting much from the Raiders.
Nope.
Chargers, maybe. Denver, no.
Well, the
So
Chargers have Kellen Moore, so who knows what that's going to do?
that
Just
just
look what
means
he did
some
to the
wonky
Cowboys.
ass offensive plays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not super
It
scared
means
of our
Austin
schedule.
Eckler is going to be a center to
Yeah,
end the
he is.
season.
I don't know what our schedule looks like, but what I am afraid of is,
The dark.
no, I've gotten over my fear with my nightlight. What I am afraid of is the fact that we do have to play Cincinnati and Joey Burrow, and we have to pay a paid Lamar Jackson. So like, hopefully it's like
A
every
happy
other.
Lamar.
Yeah, hopefully it's like in hockey when somebody gets paid, they play bad, because I would really love if Lamar played bad against us.
It definitely happens.
It happens a lot. You get the bag, you don't
You
play as
will, yeah.
well.
Yeah, you lose that motivation because you got
Yeah,
what you were fighting
but
for.
but the thing is, like, the thing that scares me is he was fighting for the motivation of money, but then he got the team around him now. He's never had this strong of a receiver
Never.
core. If his running back stays healthy, his defense was already scary enough. So it's gonna be AFC South's gonna be a weird season, or weird time over there.
Well, I asked Justin this, so I'm gonna ask you: do you think the Steelers do better, the same, or worse than last year?
I could see them going 9-8 again.
Is it about the same?
Yeah, 9-8, 10-7. So I'm guessing. That's what I'm guessing, just because like the schedule's easy, but then you have those, I'll say the 6 games, because they have the 6 games of everyone feels it. I mean, even the Lions will feel it with the Packers. They're not that great this year, but
Yeah.
I mean, the Packers, when the Lions weren't great, everyone knew that they had to they had to play the Lions, and the Lions could beat you because you play them every single year, twice a year.
Yeah.
And there's not really like, that much that changes when you play them and then especially when you have Mike Tomlin and he's been there for 16 years, not that much changes with the Steelers. They've been playing zone for fucking 16 years.
Yeah, that's
You're
not changing.
You're not the people might be different, but they're not changing.
And I mean, the Vikings are basically just as good as the Ravens, Chris.
Yeah, they could be. Yeah. I mean,
No.
the Vikings and the Ravens, I mean, like, technically, they have the same kind of paid quarterback. They have the same, not the same caliber of receivers. I won't put JJ that low on there, but
Wait. You say they have the same paid quarterback?
no, same kind of pick. Because isn't like Kirk Cousins like the top 10 paid quarterbacks?
Oh, yeah. So right before you got on here, we went through the list of the highest paid players the last 3 years. They're obviously all
Kurt's got to be up
quarterbacks.
there.
Yeah, he's number 3.
Yeah, that's
so
what I'm saying.
overpaid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying they're the same, paid the same, but Kirk Cousins has a ridiculous contract for
ridiculous.
being really good
But
at losing in the first round of every
nowhere near
playoffs.
as good as Lamar.
Yeah, I mean, he does a really good job of getting you to whatever game you want to go to, winning these crazy games, and then get stomped by some team.
It's
when it matters.
Yeah, when it matters. Like, yeah.
As we were just wrapping up football, Alex jumps on and football continues, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, I think we should move on to some hockey talk because the playoffs are getting really interesting.
It's getting spicy out here, bro.
No, I think easy, bro.
I think the Panthers are just gonna run away.
I don't know, man. The Knights look good. I understand that.
The Knights do look good.
So what I will say is, I was not expecting 2 basically 4-0 sweeps because the Knights were up 3-4-0 when I stopped watching the game, and they would go up 3-0 on the Stars, and which is surprising to me because the Stars have looked kind of good. I didn't think the Knights were gonna pummel them like they have been, and then you've got Carolina, who should not be getting 3-0'd right now.
No,
and that
they got shut out last night.
What it was too was when you play 2.5 games in one game and then you lose it.
Yeah, it's defeating. It just drains you.
I mean,
it was the longest game, dude, ever. It felt like forever.
It felt so long. It wasn't even so. The longest games were 6 overtimes, but like the 4 overtimes, bro. Like it was 2 a.m. People were still there. Why are you there? Go home.
You
go
paid
home.
Good money to be there, and that's your team. And
then you lose,
huge.
And that's like
I know. Then that's a rough drive home and a even rougher day at the office the next day.
The big thing too for me is like the first 2 games went to overtime. Both of them were scored by Tkachuk. And remember when we talked about this? That I can't believe with this postseason.
Yeah, buddy. Asshole right in the camera.
he knew what he was doing.
Remember when we talked about Huberdeau got traded and Tkachuk came in, and how the team wasn't as good because obviously they're not gelling. Dude, they're gelling at the right time. Like, and Tkachuk was plus 900 in the first game to score the overtime goal and plus 1,200 in the second game to score the overtime goal, and he scored it in both. Like, he's good, and he's a trash talker, and he's a dirty player. Like, he's the player that you want on your team but you hate to play against him.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, but I was, and it looks so, and like, yeah, it just looks so defeating to Carolina to lose that game, and then to lose game 2, and then to lose game 3. You lose 2 overtime games, and then you get shut out in the third game. Like, it's like, what are you doing?
You're defeated.
Yeah, you're done. Like you're not coming back. And then the Knights just have pummeled the Stars. Like, it doesn't even look like a match. Like,
makes me happy the Kraken aren't in that position. And lost to the Stars and get fucking pummeled by the Knights.
Yeah, and so for how much lead up came to like really good. The first rounds were so good. I was like, dude, this is gonna be such good playoff hockey. The first 2 rounds were really good, and then like this round has been like, what?
It's weird that the NBA is like mirroring that same.
They're the same
right now.
It's weird.
Right now.
Oh, is it looking like the Celtics might get their
first
the Celtics
win? Are gonna get. They were winning 81-60 something.
They're up.
Damn,
yeah.
I was
hoping for a sweep too.
I was hoping for a double sweep.
Yeah, dude.
That's so unique.
It is so unique.
But you know
Well-
what? I think it might be good for Jimmy Butler to not have so much rest because and I guess we're just jumping right into the NBA. Sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
we were done with the NHL anyways.
The Nuggets have 10 days of rest before the finals.
Oh,
That's a lot. And so
10
that could
days?
be very beneficial, or that could just kind of slow your momentum, your rhythm down.
They looked so good. First
they
off,
did.
can we? All right. Did anybody like watch the series?
Oh yeah.
Yes, I've watched
Holy
this.
shit.
Yeah,
They struggled against the Suns a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit, right?
those 2 games.
They fucking ate the Lakers. It was like, oh my god! And like the Lakers had a 20-point lead, I think, yesterday, and then blew it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Holy
And that was
fuck.
their best game that they played.
How
like
and
the
the
other
Bucks were
games-
40 and you still beat them.
40.
Fuck the fuck, bro.
and
Well, one thing that I noticed is just in that series, rebounds. Denver was all over rebounds.
Dude, they're all huge. They
Yeah.
have the I didn't realize how big
their
their
team's
team is.
big.
They're huge. I mean, they have like Jokic, Gordon, Caldwell Pope. They have fucking MPJ. You know his name. I can't think of
Mhm.
Porter Jr. Like they're
Mhm.
all tall.
And
Jamal
I
Murray
think
is not small.
a great addition to that team was Aaron Gordon. Like, I didn't know how he was gonna do there, but like, holy crap, I think he's been there 2 years now, right? This is his second year with the team, maybe
Yes.
third, maybe yeah.
I
but
think third, actually.
he's been like such a great addition as like a small forward to that team. Like he has been,
Do you see him and LeBron getting into it?
yeah.
Yeah, well, he was being a dickwad, but yeah.
Well, when you're up, when you sweep 4-0, like this that's okay. If you're being a dickwad and you're sweeping 4-0, okay, strut your stuff. Like you're not talking like fucking what's his name? What's his name again? The loser Brooks.
Dylan
Yeah.
Brooks.
Brooks.
Yeah, we already forgot his name.
Yeah, the fucking loser Dylan Brooks. Yeah,
I mean, the
like,
fucking loser making millions to play a
Yeah.
game.
More than
yeah,
that.
and the Pistons might sign him, but
I fucking hope not. Don't even keep going. Don't even go there.
but yeah, and I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't really understand how Jokic is that tall and that athletic, but still kind of looks like a bum on the
He
court.
looks like he's sick.
Yeah, he just looks like looks like it's like what do you how do you let that score and rebound a triple double every fucking game?
Dude, he triple doubled almost all the games. It was oh my god,
it was embarrassing.
embarrassing. As a Lakers fan, like I'm not a Lakers fan, I'm a LeBron fan, but I wanted the Lakers obviously to win that series. It was just like, yo, you can't let them do that. Like the first game, oh, you have all those rebounds. Okay, you got to come back. They have a better game, but not enough. Then you go to, oh, they'll win in LA. They got nope. They just played so much better. It was bad.
Just damn good.
I really want to see how Bam does against Jokic.
He's gonna be a hard beast to stop. That
I
team's
mean, like, but I mean, with him, it's almost like Tim Duncan, Dirk, Shaq. You don't stop him. You just go, hey, I'm gonna limit you.
Yeah.
If you can score 16 to 20, that's a hell yeah. If you can score 16 to 20, that's a good it's a good night for that defense.
that's cereal.
No, he's eating pasta, bro.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh.
rice.
oh.
No, that's pasta.
That's it's rice, bro. What the hell? You
What?
blind?
Show that again, McJam.
that is rice. 100% rice.
Oh, I see the. Okay, I thought it was spiraled noodles.
Me
Oh,
too. Okay,
rice, bro. It's like chicken fried rice.
do that. Okay.
McJam, can you look up one stat for me? How impactful has Gordon actually been in the last series? Because I want to like see if that's a true statement. 'Cause I know he's been like good, but I just want to know what his stat line has been.
But then you look on the other side of the ball, and like no way the Heat should be beating the shit out of the Celtics like they have been these last 3 games. No way. But they've been handed.
Game 3
embarrassing.
was so out of control.
Everybody talked about how embarrassing it was. Draymond on multiple occasions on his
It's
little podcast
embarrassing.
talks about it.
Like,
Because
did you
they
watch,
gave up.
Did you watch the games? Like, it's
Yeah.
like you're down 10 and they're like airballing. You're like, what is? And they're like, and it literally looks like they went out there, they sprinted for the first quarter, and then like the second quarter, they were so tired that they just threw up airballs.
I'm fucking
And
dead.
Himmy Butler was just talking shit.
Timothy Butler was fucking getting him, bro.
I loved it.
I saw him do the little tech thing and
Yeah,
stuff
the
like
tech thing at Al Horford, or it was a timeout.
Yeah. What you got for me, McJam?
Aaron Gordon for this last series, he averaged 12.8 points and 4 rebounds.
Defensive heavy though, probably.
Not bad.
I know he's been defensive heavy, but not bad. 12-4.
Yeah, he's more of your defender. Like
But-
that team is relying on Jokic.
Jokic. Yeah, it's the same. It's so hard, bro.
Jokic. Why does that I always want to say Joker.
Me too.
So I might as well, since it's his nickname, but
Yeah.
it's basically him and Murray who.
Yeah, 100%. Like, yeah, I don't know. And then what are you gonna? Yeah, I think it's good for that team because of how maybe the rest for that team is really good because of how injury prone they've been the past couple seasons. Allows their team to, and who knows how they're actually injured right now. Like, allows them to rest a little bit.
Yeah.
Allows them to like get back to what they're like known to do. And there's like, I got this TikTok and it was like, all the pressure. No one chose the Nuggets, even though they were number 1 seed, to make it to the finals.
That's crazy.
Like everyone, like T.
Well, it's because they normally choke.
You know who
Jokic,
probably was one
bro.
of those people?
Who?
My least favorite person on all fucking sports, Stephen A. Smith.
Stephen A. Smith was one of those people.
Yeah. I needed a moment. I told Chris before this, I just want to hate on him because I fucking hate him.
Let's
I hate
hear
him
it.
so
See,
many things.
I know you hate him, but I always thought you just hate him because of how
He
much he
hates him.
loves to like shit talk the Cowboys.
He's so no. Yes, I hate that he wants to hate on the Cowboys. Whatever, everybody does. Be one of them. Be popular because you hate on the Cowboys. But it's how he thinks he's so fucking smart and he's such a know-it-all. Yet the dude never played any professional sport. He may have played other sports, but he didn't play at a professional level. He talks and acts like he should tell, like, this is what you should be doing. And he's just fucking like, he's just dumb. And I think he just over talks. I fucking hate him. Because like on one of his like, well, LeBron should stop shooting threes, or Tatum and blah 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 should be are helpless and they can't do anything, blah, blah, blah. And then he goes on this big rant because he's passionate. He's a very passionate man, right? But he's passionate about some of the dumbest shit, and then he puts his foot in his mouth all the fucking time. If I like could do it, I'd call him and be like, "Oh, motherfucker, did you like that? How does it feel?" The opposite of what you fucking said, didn't it? I hate him. I hate him.
I know you hate him, but
I know.
being one of those people who has passion about dumb things and puts their foot in the mouth, I understand.
Same, honestly.
I get it. Like I get it. Like I get it.
Yeah, but it's like you don't get paid millions of dollars to sound like an idiot. Right now, you do this for free. There's no. This is just for fun.
See where you're coming from. Like, I don't always agree with everything that he has to say, but I think the guy that drives me the craziest is Colin Cowherd.
Colin Cowherd?
Yeah, he just says some wild shit sometimes.
He does
and
say
it's
some
just
wild
like,
stuff.
dude, you're getting paid so much money to be on Fox, and this is the shit you're bringing to the table. Whatever. But yeah, I mean, we all have our opinions. I enjoy Stephen A. when it comes to the NFL season, wearing the Cowboys hat and the cigar. But
actually, I'm with Justin. I hate Stephen A. Smith.
I know
you hate him? Why?
Yeah.
He's a Steelers
Um,
fan.
Yeah,
Doesn't
I understand.
matter.
I understand that, but he is.
So then, what does he
his-
talk about that you don't like?
I don't. It's not about what he talks about. It's about the way he talks.
Mm.
It's about the way that he is so aggressive.
Yeah.
Like Justin said about the dumbest things. It'll be like, this plant is green. No, it's fucking seafoam green, you bitch. And it's like,
And he'll do all this like crazy shit.
Yeah. It's like,
I have
okay.
never in the history
Yeah.
seen a plant so seafoam green in my life. It's ridiculous.
And I can't believe you think it's green. And you're like, okay.
But that's his shtick. He's
I
that's like
understand
he's
that.
got like a pro wrestling character. Like he's got that shtick. He's got that passion to him. And honestly, he revolutionized that like sports media world when it comes to the debating. So like everything's got to be an intense debate with him.
Yeah, but I think it's dumb. Like not everything has to be an intense debate. I understand that Live Network wants it to be an intense debate, but not everything. Like you look at NBA TV, not an intense debate every time.
Yeah.
And they're probably better than Stephen A. Smith, in my opinion. That they're like the way
Chuck
that
says
they
some dumb things,
he
but
says some very dumb things, and
But
Shaq
it's
calls him out
always
on him.
awesome.
Shaq is so funny, bro. For being
The
someone
two
who
of
sounds
them.
illiterate, he's super.
He's banging a
That
dude.
panel won't be the same when
No.
either of those guys walk away from it.
My favorite one is banging the dude. That one cracked
Oh,
me
yeah.
the fuck up. When he's
Chuck
banging
tries
the
to
dude.
get on like TikToks and stuff like that.
I met Chuck
Really?
at Chipotle in Indian Bend in the 101.
You said that. I do remember.
Was he nice?
He stopped and talked to every table.
Really?
Every
Well, I
table.
mean, he's an icon here.
He was the nicest guy. And
That's
like
cool.
literally was, oh, you want a picture? Sure. Like the whole restaurant did not
You get a
matter.
picture with him?
No, because I was walking out. I was like walking out and we talked as we walked out.
Oh, he was walking in, you were walking out?
No, we were walking out together. Like I was like behind him and he turned around and talked to me.
Oh, That's
pretty
dope.
Yeah, and like we talked on the way to the car. So I was like, what? This guy's the nicest guy ever. But he was fucking tall.
How
Oh,
weird.
yeah.
And you know, my favorite part about it was got in a Kia Telluride. Man, promotes Kia and drives one. I like it.
Well, I wonder that could have been a rental car.
He was in Phoenix. He was in Phoenix. He was in Scottsdale. He has a house in Scottsdale.
He does still have a
Mhm.
place here. Okay, that makes sense.
So
He's also smart with his money. He
Mhm.
doesn't need to be driving
but I mean,
a Lambo.
Kia probably gave him a free Telluride after like all like the sponsorships he did. I mean, like, come on, like
Good chance for sure.
Yeah,
Well, I really liked him the other night, and Shaq actually, both of them, what they had to say on totally blanking on his name.
you did like it on Jaw?
Ja. No, I did like what they have to say. 'Cause they're
Morant.
like, look, we both like, well, they didn't say that. I'm gonna summarize. They basically said we like guns. We understand the need to sometimes carry a gun, but we're not out waving them around, flashing around, being stupid on the internet, like, and not being
Hooligan.
unsafe with them. Like, you represent this league. You've got so much on the line, and you're just pissing it away. Essentially, is what they said.
It's like I know Shaq was like hard. I don't know Chuck's upbringing, but 100%.
Oh no, Chuck. In fact, what Chuck said was almost even better.
It's just scary.
He's not always a great speaker, but he was then.
Is he gonna get suspended for the year?
There's a good chance Ziegler's gone for half the year.
And but who puts a suspension on him? NBA or Grizzlies?
The NBA would.
The NBA would.
Yeah, Grizzlies technically have him suspended from all team activities indefinitely, but like that's more of a PR move for the team. Like when it comes to the actual punishment for this, it's coming from Adam Silver for sure.
Yeah.
I know that I'm circling back to the NFL real quick, but this has a very similar vibe to it. But did they pass the gambling act that they were trying to go for today, right?
Which
you guys hear about that?
I didn't hear about that. What was the proposal?
McGM, can you maybe look that up for me?
Because
The
we talked
gambling
about
app-
the other three things
I don't
that
even know
got
what they were.
passed.
Oh, but I think it was like something to do with gambling. So I also had a question on that. So like you're gambling, right? So because we're getting in trouble. Can you gamble if you play a basketball? Can you gamble on football?
Like in the NBA?
Yes.
Yeah, I believe so.
So you cannot gamble on basketball though. You cannot bet on basketball.
Correct.
You can in football. You can't bet on college or NFL, but you
No,
can bet on.
You can bet on college.
Okay, you can bet on everything that's not the NFL.
Correct.
And okay, I don't know, but I was like, are they ever going to change that? What if you're betting on yourself?
You can't,
Why?
because you could technically throw the game.
No, I'm talking like you always have to bet the over on yourself to get like 7 catches and 150 yards.
Yeah, I mean,
touchdown.
I personally don't see the harm in that, but it's kind of more of a slippery slope of
Yeah, when does it?
it only takes one bad apple. Like, think about how many guys are on a football team. Now break that down to how many guys are actually making really good money.
Yeah.
And then, but who can make a significant change in the game?
I may
can
have you
also
on
really use money.
on a wild goose chase, Jam, because I don't know if they even passed anything.
I don't think they did. I didn't see anything.
Okay, nothing passed, and that's my bad.
That's okay. I appreciate your inquiry.
Just was wondering about that because when I was at work, I saw it on the TV.
Were you
Sports Center.
basically just going to suggest that John Morant should spend his suspension getting into sports gambling?
I mean, why not? I mean, if you're a hooligan already, can you,
How much more can you get?
How much more hooliganish can you get? I mean, like, so, yeah, but like, there's no way he doesn't get suspended for less than a half of a season. Like, come on.
Dumb, dude.
Nike took his shoe off their website.
First time, shame on you. It's like, okay, I know George W. Bush said it. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, what he said, shame on me.
Yeah, the expression is fool me once, shame on you. Yeah, fool me twice, shame on me. Because it's like, well, you already got me. So if I fall for it again, I'm the dumb fuck.
And that was the dumbness of him just even like, I don't know, man. Like, it's just, yeah. And then did you see the memes that they put over it that Eminem rapped over? Like,
no.
Oh, so you know how like in 8 Mile, like the movie, he goes to Krayshawn High and like that's a private school. And then they show Ja went to a private school.
It's Cranbrook.
Cranbrook High, and he goes to a private school. And so they show the private school that Ja went to. And then they go, and he has both parents at home. And then they show Ja having both parents at home.
That's hilarious.
And then like, yeah, it's so funny. And it's like,
that literally is.
Yep. And then they're like,
he comes from that background, and then it isn't until he gets to this that he's
like, oh, you think your name is whatever? Well, it's actually Terrence or whatever it is, right? And Ja is like, Jaws is like some proper name.
That's awesome.
It's like literally over like and it goes through, and it's like it's pretty funny though.
This should just tell you like how much.
McJam, can you tell me what Jaws' first name is?
Just trying to impress people and be something that you're not. Like, just fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, dumb. Like I don't know what that's about. I don't know why.
What's his name?
I think
it's like it starts with a T.
Oh,
yeah, we got Demetrius, and then middle name is Jamel.
Yeah, Demetrius. So it's like funny because he goes like, "Oh, your name is you go by Ja, but your name is Demetrius." Like a very like And so it's like funny. Like when they did it over the 8 Mile, it was pretty funny.
That's awesome.
Yeah, why the fuck you be a hooligan when you come from like that thing? Shouldn't you know better? Why do you want to be someone that's like a thug? Like you're not even from there. Like that's what like you're literally just it's a facade and you're showing
he's in Memphis.
Yeah, you're in Memphis, which
he's
is
making a shit ton of money. He's super young and he's hanging out with idiots. So he's getting involved in that.
Well, maybe this is a lesson. I mean, I guarantee he'll be back and be fine and everything will be okay again in the world. But yeah, maybe this is a lesson for his people to get away from, or him to get away from those people and get new people.
Right. I always think it's funny how they're in Memphis, but yet most Tennessee sports is in Nashville. That doesn't make sense to me.
There's only two Tennessee. There's only like two Tennessee things. There's two in Nashville, one in Memphis, and then like the big college is in Knoxville.
Yeah. Because they don't have a baseball team.
No. We have the Nashville Sounds, which is like the minor league team for some team. It's very big out here. But yeah, the Titans are moving around. Titans are moving.
Where?
Just up the river.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're still gonna be.
Yeah, they'll still be in Tennessee. They'll just be up the river.
Just up the river, yeah, up yonder.
Up Cumberland River.
There's one. It took them a long time.
Up Cum
River, dude. It's my favorite river to go up.
Up and Come, huh?
Up and Come River. But they're moving up there, and then it's really sick. The Bridgestone Arena is sick. It's really cool. I love that it's like literally on Broadway.
Yeah, that's cool. I do like that.
Yeah, it was really cool that it's like just on Broadway. And then, but yeah, I wonder what's gonna happen to. I don't know why they still have the Memphis Grizzlies. I wonder how long it'll take them to move them.
Why would they move? They have a pretty strong fan base there
in Memphis.
Yeah.
Well, you're in Memphis, Alex. Let's put 2 and 2 together. We don't need to say anything more.
Yeah, they're in Memphis. Like they're just like the thing is about Memphis is too.
But Memphis is literally the opposite side of the state from Nashville.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not, bro.
It's pretty.
We're in middle. I'm in Middle Tennessee.
Okay, it's in West.
Yeah, and so there's the East Tennessee.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not half. It's not the
opposite
side. It's in the middle.
Knoxville in East.
Knoxville. There you go.
But literally it's a few hours apart.
But the thing about it is Memphis is going down in population and Nashville's going up. And that the only reason I say that is because in Memphis, if you go down Bourbon Street, I think it's called. I think that's like their
No,
main
that's New
street.
Orleans.
No, what's theirs called? Whatever it's called. What's the main street in Memphis called, McJam?
Is it something off of Elvis?
I think maybe.
Because I've been to Memphis, but I only really remember Graceland.
Yeah, so I've heard Graceland. What is it, McJam?
They got Beale Street.
Beale Street. Thank you. Beale Street. Beale Street. And like I've heard it's like gone downhill from what it used to be.
Oh, I'm sure.
And so I don't know how much longer stuff will stay down there.
Certain communities really love basketball.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, 100%. And if you have, but like, yeah, if you take the community and they've built, how long have they been in Memphis for? Can you tell me how long they've been in Memphis for, McJam? They've been in Memphis for a minute.
No, because they were originally the Vancouver Grizzlies.
Oh,
They've got to have been there at least since 2007.
At least since 2007, because that's when I was there and they were there.
No, I just I remember them being in Memphis.
I'm saying 01.
You're saying 01
or 98?
03.
Yeah, you're right, because Vancouver hasn't had them in much longer than that.
What is it, McJam?
Right between 2002.
2002.
Nice. Good job, Justin.
Justin, yeah, that's pretty good.
Thanks, bro. I guess I figured that's when all the merging shit was happening in the NFL. It had to be around the same time.
So they went from
with like the Texans and everything. Because
Yeah,
Texans
not-
2002.
I did not
D-backs.
know. Oh,
98.
I did not know that. I did not know that they were Vancouver before.
Yep.
What were they called?
The Grizzlies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were cool.
Grizzlies?
They were actually they have some dope uniforms.
Yeah, their jerseys are pretty cool.
Vancouver
throwback ones.
Yeah, Vancouver Grizzlies. Interesting.
Because that was like back in the 90s.
How long were they? How long were they there for? McJam, this is you. How long were they in Vancouver for? I'm using McJam all kinds today. I'm gonna guess they were in Vancouver 6 years.
Can you see their unis?
Oh, those are sick. Those are
they're
Vancouver.
awesome. Yep.
Yeah, the Vancouver Grizzlies.
Oh, I've seen those unis. Those unis are nice. 6 years, I'm guessing, in
They were
Vancouver.
there for 6 years, 1995, 2001.
I knew it, bro. I couldn't, because I was like, they couldn't have been there that long. So what happened? Their just ownership went down, I'm guessing, and moved to Memphis.
Well, Vancouver is a very expensive city. I'm sure that had to have played into it.
Well, also, like, I know that Toronto wants a second NHL team, so there's no way
Really?
that, like,
How would they
Yeah.
get a fan base for that?
I don't know, bro.
That's an original 6 team.
I understand. but they
Toronto's
wanna-
obsessed with the
again with
Leafs.
the original
I
six.
know.
No,
Original-
seriously, that would be that's the same as putting another football team in Dallas.
100%.
You're not
yeah.
getting a fan base for that.
You're not. But I've heard that they want a second team in Canada, like second team in Toronto, because of how big it is.
So, would it be more on the outskirts?
Maybe, but
Like
they
more of
wanted
a
a second team.
suburbs?
They wanted a second team in Toronto because of how.
Wow.
McJam, I hope you're looking this up because I hope I'm not talking on my ass. But I think I'm pretty sure they've nothing like saying that they're gonna do it or anything like that. But I've just heard
It's just been talked.
yeah, Canada wants another team. So when we do another expansion, I'm guessing it'll be a Canadian team because
They
it's
deserve
been-
another team, but
They don't deserve
they're
not-
actually
they don't
they're-
deserve shit. They
you
don't
do realize it's a Canadian organization.
No, I
The
understand.
NHL is based in
No, I
I
understand.
think
but
Toronto actually.
Canada can fuck off with thinking that they're the best in hockey. When was the last time they won something? What was that? 2002?
Been a while.
2002, something like that. And so they can fuck off. They're never gonna win it again. So they think they're so good at hockey, so they don't need another team.
They are good at hockey.
Well, you know what? I think a great way to wrap this up is just to honor our boy Carmelo Anthony. I don't know if you guys are a fan of Carmelo Anthony, but
I am.
I think he was fun to watch.
What
I'm
happened? He
a bit of a
retired?
fan. I
Yeah.
wish he would have been a Piston.
I wish he would have went back to the Nuggets, bro.
Yeah, the Nuggets have been dope.
That would have been cool.
They hate each other for some reason.
Really?
Well, their relationship went south.
Maybe they can get him a ring.
Well, that's why it would have been cool if he could have at least been a role player
That's what
this
I'm
year
saying.
with them. But I still remember when he was drafted out of Syracuse. I mean, he was a big deal. They won the Natty at Syracuse, and he I think went 3rd overall in that draft.
Wasn't that like
It's-
the stacked
Took-
draft?
That was
Yeah,
stacked.
that was LeBron's draft. LeBron was number 1 to Cleveland. Pistons had the number 2 pick
Who they
with
picked?
Darko Milicic.
Darko, bro.
Yeah, I think he
Darko.
was French or something. That was one of the biggest busts in NBA history. And then I think Carmelo gets picked third, and Dwayne Wade is like fourth or fifth.
And then you got Chris Paul somewhere in the mix there.
And maybe Chris Bosh
Chris
somewhere
Bosh
in there
in the
too.
Draft, he is.
Chris
He was-
Bosh is for McJam. Okay.
Go ahead, McJam. Read us the top 10.
Yeah, where's Dwayne Wade? Because I know he was in that.
So we got LeBron James, Darko Milicic,
Yep.
Carmelo Anthony, and then Chris Bosh at number 4, Dwayne Wade at number 5,
5. Okay.
Chris Kaman at 6,
Chris Kaman? Hell yeah.
and
big
then
white
Kirk
guy.
Hinrich, and then TJ Ford at 8.
Wait, Kirk Hamridge, like the point guard for the Bulls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then TJ Ford at 8, Michael Sweetney at 9,
That's we knew.
and Jarvis Hayes at 10.
I don't know that one.
Just
Damn,
the
anything
fact that Carmelo, Chris Bosh, and Dwayne Wade were available breaks my heart.
Can you
I don't
imagine what the Pistons would be like if they drafted Dwayne?
Here's the problem
Yeah.
is
Chris Bosh, even.
they may not so they went on to win the title in 04 right after that draft. That may have not happened if they got any of those
Because
other guys
who
because
was
of
your-
other moves that they made for that team
Because
with
who was
like
your-
Rasheed
who was your-
Wallace and
Yeah,
everything.
Wallace and Tayshaun.
Tayshaun Prince. We have
And
Chauncey Billups was our point
Chauncey.
guard.
Mhm.
Big Ben Wallace
You
was
had the
our center.
second pick and then won the championship. You sucked that much dick and then won a championship.
Yeah,
2 years later, right?
no, that same
Oh,
year.
that's
Well, you got to remember we made moves. We got Rasheed Wallace like mid-season. But we were making moves, and I forget. I don't know if we were there because we actually sucked that bad because it was like the lottery. So like I think we were just bad enough to be in the lottery, but then we got lucky with where we landed in it, type of a deal. But yeah, we went on to win it, and then went on to go to it again and lose to the Spurs, and then every year since, until this whole turmoil, they've gotten worse and worse.
The only reason I know that team so well is because they lost to the Spurs.
Yep.
It's the only team I know that. That's the
I
only
hate
reason I
that.
know that team so well.
Can you
Because
imagine
like,
LeBron, Bosh, and Wade all from one draft class, all were on one team?
yeah,
Yeah. They eventually got to that.
I still love that LeBron has a losing record in the finals against the Spurs. He's 2-1. Or he's a 1-2. 1-2.
Like that wasn't it, but I understand what you mean.
Mhm.
And actually, I think one of those times he got swept.
4-0 swept in
Yeah,
2012.
2007.
2012 was when they
It was. I think
he-
it was his
2000
first finals
yeah,
appearance.
27 when he had Anderson Villanueva. No, what was his name? What was the big guy that he had on his team that was like his best second player?
Who,
Some tall
Birdman?
guy with a lot of hair. No, some tall guy with a lot of hair.
No, he played with Birdman on Miami.
I think it was like
you talking about from the on the Cavs?
yeah,
Oh yeah.
some tall guy with a lot of hair. I don't remember what his name
Curl, like
was.
big curl hair, like
Yeah, big curly hair, fluffy.
Okay,
That was like his best player. It was 2007, I guess. Yeah,
It was right before he
2007.
went to Miami.
Yep, right before he went to Miami. I want to say it was like Anderson Villanueva, but I don't think that's right. That's now the name sounds right, but I don't think it's right. But yeah, I remember he played that guy because he was on Timmy D, and Timmy D absolutely annihilated him.
He's like, I remember him just because he annihilated him.
Well, yeah, Timmy D, bro.
I do
Timmy
like Tim Duncan.
Dick.
He's cool.
What
Yep.
is this?
Anderson Vera, look at that, Alex. I'm so proud of you. You did it right.
You actually were pretty close with his name.
Yeah. Look at Verjao. Oh my gosh, Anderson Verjao. Yeah, of course.
Villanueva is a different guy,
Yeah,
but I could
Anderson
see why
Villanueva-
you would say that.
Hey,
Anderson
you know what?
Villanueva
He had
was
the
a-
same first name, and he had the
Mhm.
first letter, and it kind of the similar of the
Well,
last.
Anderson Villanueva, now that I think of it, was Villanueva was a point guard for the Cavs when he went back to win the championship.
Possibly, yeah.
No, my
Wait,
basketball.
Kyrie. I thought Kyrie was the point guard.
No, he's the backup.
When they won the championship?
Villanueva was the backup.
Oh, backup. Okay.
But he was like, but Kyrie was doing his hurt thing or being whatever he was being when he was with the Cavs, and I think Villanueva was like their backup point guard.
Well, do you have any resting comments for Carmelo's career. I mean, he had such a great career, but never got a ring. He has gold medals from the Olympics that I think he views in the same light, which I mean, I would too. That's huge. But it's not the same as the NBA. But like, I could see why you'd hold those in high regard.
Yeah.
And he does have a natty with Syracuse. Like, he's gonna be in the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah,
No
yeah.
doubt.
Without a doubt. Dude, just what a career. What to be longevity and have some fun. I saw one thing post like, yeah, all his shots were all like so wet. Like it was always net, never rim. Always net.
Was he? I mean, I don't remember.
Melo was a stud.
Yeah, he especially like early on
New York
in
Melo was my favorite.
Nuggets. Oh, really? I
Well, I
liked
think
early
he was
Carmelo with the Nuggets.
I thought he was arrogant when he was at New York. It kind of fit his personality. It was good. Good vibes.
I lied to you guys. It wasn't Villanueva.
It's
It
okay.
was Dellavedova.
Oh, you're talking about Matthew Dellavedova?
Villadova.
Hey,
Well, that's
funny
when
name,
Kyrie
funny
got
name.
hurt. Kyrie got hurt. Love got hurt, and
Yeah, and
it was that series.
Dellavedova, bro. And
It was
he
the
like
first
fucking,
year against the Cavs.
yeah, when they went back,
It was the first year with
the
no, it
Cavs
wasn't.
in
It wasn't with the
2016.
Cavs. It was with the Heat, wasn't it? Or was the Cavs? No, it was Cavs. Yeah,
It was Cavs when he went back in 2016.
That's when
I
they got
think it
swept
was.
for the first time.
No. This is when they went back and won the championship against the Warriors. And he finally got one for Cleveland. But he was like when Kyrie got like hurt or whatever it was, whatever happened to Kyrie, but he was like playing.
This is for you.
Yeah. Cleveland, this is for you. Yeah. He said so many good one-liners. Did you hear about him almost potentially retiring?
No,
He ain't retiring.
No, they're talking.
That's
Everybody
bullshit.
wants to make. Yeah, everybody wants to say that shit. But at the end of the day, all he literally said was he has things that he needs to think about.
And that honestly could just be, hey, am I going to continue to play for the Lakers?
Yes.
I mean, and why would he retire when his big goal has always been to play with Bronny, and he's literally 1 year away?
Exactly.
Like you literally
You just got to get through
away.
next
Just
season
frustrated.
and then go wherever Bronny goes.
Probably tired. Probably
And he
exhausted.
only has one more year on his contract, right? He
Yes.
signed a 3-year contract on purpose, right?
Yep.
Or
He also
wanted to
play
be-
less games.
He wanted to be free to be able to go wherever Bronny goes. And I think that'd be cool. You know me, I'm a resident LeBron hater, but I think that would be so damn cool.
How funny would it be if the Pistons suck again? They get Bronny, and then the Lakers, and then LeBron's on the Pistons.
Honestly, that would be pretty dope. That would be cool. Just to say that, like, you, even if they don't do anything, just to say that, like, you got to have them on your team.
Remember the rumors when he was leaving Cleveland, when they were like, oh, he'd love to play with Pop. I was like, hell yeah. I don't like LeBron, but hell yeah, he's that much of an asset to the team.
He is. He can.
Yeah,
win.
that I thought for sure actually he was going to go to the Spurs.
Me too.
Oh
my god, dude,
when
we
he
would be so
originally
good.
left.
We would have been so good. But now we got this. Now we got this French freak coming our way.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you're.
Oh, don't even get me started. I'm so mad.
Is that who you wanted?
That's who I wanted.
The French
No,
freak?
okay. This is what pisses me off.
Hey.
Well, Alex, you talked about this last episode. You're not a fan of the lottery system.
I don't like the lottery system.
I like it, but I think it should be tweaked.
How do you tweak it?
So basically, the Pistons had the highest chance at the number one pick.
Is that like 28% or something like that?
No, it's like 11%.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, it's it. It's barely like an advantage. And then they
Jam,
had.
can you look up the stats on that? What the percentage actually is?
But they had a ridiculously high percentage to be top 3
pick?
or 4.
What are they?
Type of deal. They got 5. Like, they dropped hard. So what I think is, if you are the number one team, like best odds, I'm not saying the odds for the number one pick should be higher, but I think it should be set where you can't drop any farther than 3.
Yeah, I like that, because it's like if you don't get 1 or 2, you just get 3.
Yeah, you at least know you're not going further than 3.
Because when you're that trash, you need
need a top pick. 5. Who's? I mean, we just went over the 2003 draft. Dwayne Wade,
so,
5. But that's a rare draft right there with a lot of studs.
Basketball's a lot different than like football, because you can get like a 6th round pick, or like what Dak's a 3rd round pick, right?
Exactly. Yeah, they're
Like, you
totally
don't
different
n-
types of
fourth,
drafts.
you don't need you don't always need a first round pick to be like your guy.
Basketball, you do.
Basketball you
Basketball, it's
do, like
all about
basketball.
the first round picks, really.
Basketball, we got Timmy D already working out with the French freak.
Yeah.
We got Ginobili in the second round, didn't he?
Ginobili. I don't know if we got Ginobili in the
Oh,
second
for
round.
sure. There's guys that come out of later rounds and even later first round, but like it just seems like it's top few or nothing.
So do you think this French guy is that good? I don't even know anything
I
about
think
it.
he's got the like one of the highest ceilings of any like player in the last few years that has been drafted.
Alex,
for
if
sure.
this dude puts muscle on,
Yeah.
he's-
That's what he needs. Weight. He
he's
needs
so-
to thicken up, and
But
he'll
Jam,
be great.
did you get the lottery
He's
system yet?
7'5".
I know.
7'5".
He's 7'5".
Literally, if you're shooting threes, you gotta just do this.
Yeah.
He's
And his
7'5".
wingspan is like even taller than that. It's
He's
insane.
7'5".
He's 7'5". He's a
Who is
lanky
this French guy?
motherfucker.
What's his
going to be a
name? I don't even know
power
his name.
Victor Wimben
You have it,
something really long.
So, question. I don't want to be it. This is where sometimes I think things are scripted. Okay. I think we're going back to this. This kid who has, like you said, one of the highest ceiling, because he's got to be a kid. He's what, 18, 19 maybe? Like, he's
Yeah.
not very old.
Right.
Goes to arguably the greatest coach of all time.
Mm-hmm.
It just seems a little sus, you know? Like, I'm happy.
As
but,
a
like,
Pistons fan, I'd love to say that too.
It
but
seems a little like you because you're going to like arguably like somebody who, because hey, look who's leaving in a couple years, right? Like this
could be
mega
a one
superstar,
more run.
this mega, well, no, I'm just saying like this mega superstar who like has polarized the whole game right after Jordan and LeBron.
Oh, I see.
The way that they're talking about this guy is almost making it feel like it's like, okay, hey, this is the next.
Yeah, his expectations are to be a face of the league.
The next like face of the league. Like Luka was supposed to be that, but the way Luka played last year or this year, like he fucking had a crazy year, but it's like, are you gonna be a Westbrook where you just have crazy years but you can't ever
You're
do
just
anything?
a stat machine.
Yeah, like he's a stat machine, right? But like, yeah, I don't know. You know, so it's like that's the way it's like, is this scripted? This Victor guy.
Yeah.
We've had luck with French players in the past. Boris Diaw,
Yeah, you have Tony
Parker.
Parker. Who I always forget that with him.
Tony Pete?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's French. He's hella French.
I know.
And then it was funny. That team was hella funny
French.
too, because you had Argentina, you had France, you had the Bahamas. No,
Is Ginobili Argentina?
Yeah, then you had what was Virgin Islands, I think Timmy D is from. He's not from.
You're right. I think it is the Virgin Islands.
He's from the Virgin Islands, and then you had Patty Mills from Australia. You had Boris Diaw from France. Like, you just
the melting pot of champions.
The team was just very international. And then you had the like literally the 7-foot Lithuanian. What was his name? What's his name? He had the messed up ears.
I know who you're talking about. I can picture him. I can picture him.
He's the 7-foot Lithuanian. I don't know what his name is.
He did, and he looks super Lithuanian.
But he is like super white, and he's super Lithuanian. I can't remember his name. And he played on the team. What was his name?
Well, all I know is I saw the odds and I was like, okay, I really hope that the Pistons get number one, obviously, but worst case, like very worst case scenario, the Spurs get it. And then that's what happened.
And so yeah, I don't, man, I don't know. I think it's great. I love having the first round pick. We get this fucking Victor guy who I've never heard of before.
You should look up some video of him.
I
saw
this dumb highlight, this literal dumb by meaning a crazy highlight. He shot a 3.
Yeah, he can shoot.
No, he shot.
Oh, hey, he got his own rebound and dunked.
Got his own rebound and dunked.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I was like, what?
Wait, he can shoot. He can play all over.
But
he's not your typical big man.
But my thing is, what happens is, so what is he going to play then? 5?
Yeah, he'll be the center.
5. Okay, so when you go in that, he looks super small. when you
Well,
go
yeah,
up?
he'll have to put on some weight
Is he a
because
KD
otherwise he'll
structure?
break some
Yeah, is
bones.
he a KD structure?
Yeah.
So when you go up against, I don't want to be that guy, Embiid, Jokic, who else is out there? Fucking Antetokounmpo, like these guys who are
He'll
just
have the
fucking.
height, but yeah, he might get pushed around.
Yeah, I mean, like if Joel puts his button to you, you're gonna like crumble.
He'll put on weight. I guarantee
Yeah,
it.
the Spurs aren't. He's gonna be on a weight program. He's gonna be. Remember, like in football, they're gonna make you eat like fucking multiple peanut butter sandwiches a day.
Yeah, he'll definitely be packing on the calories this summer
Yeah.
to get ready.
Yeah. Anything else you boys had?
No, I think that pretty much
man.
wraps it up. How about you, Justin?
I'm good, guys. I think that's good.
McJam, why don't you take this moment and award one of these fools the gold star?
So you're not getting it, huh? Because you said one of these
Uh
fools. Nope, you didn't put yourself in that, so I don't feel like you deserve it anymore.
I one am counting myself as a fool, and two, I don't think I'm gonna get it.
Hmm.
So today's gold star is going to go to someone who showed true vulnerability and letting people know that you can be emotional towards your fan base. And that's okay. And that goes to Justin.
Jim, my man.
I love it.
I
See, I
did.
thought Justin was gonna get it, but I thought he was gonna get it for some of the things he was pretty close on, like with the Grizzlies and everything. But it's hard to argue. It's good reason.
See, gentlemen and men, women, children out there listening, it's okay to express your feelings. We care about you.
This is something I must have missed.
You did.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, you missed this. We went through a whole thing about crying in the Dallas stadium.
Oh my god. Well, I can't wait to listen to it.
No, it was good. Well, thank you, McJam. Justin, make sure you go put that gold star on your fridge so Cypress can see it.
Yep.
Sure.
And
she can.
until next week, I'll see you boys.
See you, brother. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow on all socials at the Three Amigos. Can't
My
forget
bad.
about the
My
outro, bro.
bad.
Come on,
I'm
bro.
sorry.
Make sure to like and subscribe. Follow us on all socials at the Three Amigos Podcast. We have made a dedication to ourselves to actually start posting. So we're going to be out there. We're going to be on socials. We're going to be doing stuff. So if you want to be part of the cool crowd, come follow.
Yep. Hit us up.
All right. See you, cool club.
Hey, see you, cool kids.